or low pay fun.
Well, terrific part. All the pressure off now. We may just see the best of Louis Heathcote here. You said earlier, I mean, he didn't play badly really in the matches he lost. Certainly the first one against Dwayne Jones. Chance for a big break here. Black available. Worth seeing the red again. Look where the cue ball is there, glued to the ball cushion. Dropped it in like a dream. Good control to stay on the black. Dare we even say the M word, Phil?
Well, we skirted around it for a brief moment in Dave Gilbert's match a little earlier. But then he rather rudely went up for a blue.
16.
Mind you, he was on 40 at the time, so you can understand it.
Well, there's no reason why Louis shouldn't go for it, because it's
17.
effectively a dead frame, really. His highest break on the World Snooker Tour, 137. Not had one yet this season. I know it's early, but we had, what, 15 last
24.
season?
Yeah, all-time record, which, given the standard that prevails these days, you
45.
might imagine that record can last only a single season. Of course, he's made tons of 147s in practice.
32.
Well, we can see what's in his mind. And why not? As I say, there's kind of no reason not to go for it.
33.
Of course, Mark Selby and Joe O'Connor, two Leicester men, have made maximums here at the Mattioli. 217 we've had, all told, on the official list. Mark Allen made the most recent at the Crucible, of course, at the World Championship.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of commentating on that match, and it was a real thrill.
It was a thrill for the gentleman in the audience as well, who won on 25 grand, because there was a prize for each session. Now, can you see this red to left middle?
48.
Well, the one just goes through the gap. Still on it.
49.
Yeah, I mentioned Selby and O'Connor because, of course, they're from Leicester. So Heathcote also on home soil.
When someone's on 56 pursuing
56.
a max, you can never say it's a probability, but it's certainly a distinct possibility.
Yeah, and you also look for any
57.
problem balls. There's a red nearish the right-hand side cushion, but it's not glued to it. I'll tell you what, it was one of the... If he does make it, and it's still a big if, it would be one of the best first shots we've ever seen. That cue ball on the baulk cushion.
Reminiscent of the first red that Stephen Hendry knocked in for his 147 against Ronnie O'Sullivan in the final of the Liverpool Victoria Charity Challenge.
65.
I was talking about that earlier today to someone. Hendry led 8-2. O'Sullivan steamed back to 8 frames each. Hendry made a max in the decider. Oh, he's got hold of the cue ball too much there.
Yeah, a little bit adrenaline.
72.
This is to secure the frame, this next red. And then I think we'd all like to see the 147. Well, he's potted it, so come on, Louis.
73.
This would be a moment of cheer. It's not been the best day for him. Obviously, he had aspirations of winning the group, but this would be a wonderful way to finish if he could make his first maximum break in tournament play. And it's a big chance now.
Yeah, I think the heart will be
80.
thumping. You say over 200 147s, Dave,
81.
but Not all of them have been compiled on telly.
No, and also, you know, there's various different matches and scenarios in the matches. You mentioned the decider with Hendry, as he's just lost the cue ball here. I was going to say, the point is once you're on the list, you're on
88.
it. That's it, forever. But it's got to pot this one to middle to keep it going. And he has done, just toying with us.
89.
Doesn't want to make it look too straightforward.
Well, if he goes on to make it, it could also be one of the quickest 147s. Now getting rid of the obvious problem ball.
96.
And he's got a lovely angle on it.
And this is a small point, but the referee, just 18 from Latvia, has come over to get experience. What a
97.
moment for him as well. That red wriggled in. So it's about composure really here and focus. Made the century, but it's all about, right from the start, I think from shot one, it was about the maximum. Once he landed on the black, I think he was determined to go for it.
So often you remember a 147 where a big shot has been
112.
position off the last red to black.
$113.
This remains on. Would like more angle on the black, but it's eminently doable.
Well, we know he's got plenty of cue power. How close, though, can he get to this yellow? Okay, so it's not bad, but it needs good cueing.
120.
And if you can land nicely on the green, then it really is on. Oh, no. Didn't get too close in the end. Pressure grew.
Heathcote, 120.
So no
Thank you very much,
maximum.
Heathcote.
Louis Heathcote will be disappointed with that, but he did what he set out to do in the match, which was get to 2 frames, of course, and he will finish third. That's a shame. So we're still waiting for our first 147 of the season, but Louis Heathcote beats Paul Deville by 3 frames to 1. And coming up shortly, the group decider